Hi there, welcome to Monetize Your Business podcast conversations in partnership with FNB. You have come to absolutely the right place if you are looking for entrepreneurship, content, knowledge, and insights. And of course, today is no different. Now, we are doing things a little bit differently though today. First of all, I am flying this plane solo. And the conversation is a two-way street. Yep, it's going to be between me and you. We've heard your requests, and this is in response to that, where you've asked us for a couple of teaching videos from ourselves to you. So today I am going to be sharing with you some really interesting basic knowledge and foundation of monetization. Now, today's lesson is going to be coming from this nifty book over here, Monetise with Hetty The Entrepreneur. And it's something that you've probably seen at a lot of our workshops. It's a 21-day guide that helps you with the foundational learnings of monetizing your business. Now, the thing that I want to teach you from this book, which is on day one of this book, is all about the foundational learnings of creating a digital strategy. So that is on page 13 for those of you that are going to refer to this. The foundational learnings of formulating a digital strategy is very important because regardless of the type of business you are in, whether it's a product-based business, a service-based business, or you're sharing your talents, your knowledge, and your skill, it is very important that we don't just randomly show up within the online space. I know that the online space is open and available to all of us, and as a result, we get very, very excited. We open an Instagram page, open a TikTok page, open a Facebook page, and we hope for the best. Now, truthfully speaking, the businesses that do the best in the online space are those that have a strategy. So it doesn't matter where you're based. You could be based in KwaMashu, Mamelodi, Soweto, or Tembisa. It is very important that before you show up in the online space, you've got a strategy. Now, what is a digital strategy? A digital strategy is basically a game plan. It is your roadmap that is going to take you from point A to point B. None of you would wake up one morning and decide, oh, I'm just going to Durban, I will find my way there. Of course not. You will decide, what mode of transportation am I going to take to Durban? Am I going to take a bus? Am I going to take a taxi? Am I going to drive myself there, or am I going to fly? All of those are strategies to get you to your destination. A digital strategy is exactly the same thing. You want to be able to sit down and formulate a roadmap that is going to give you the results that you are looking for. Now, we all have different reasons why we show up in the online space. You might be showing up in the online space because you're looking for visibility. You want more people to know about your business, who you are, and what you do in order for your business to grow. Some people are showing up online because they want to make more sales and they want to be attractive to more customers. Others are showing up online because they want to build a personal brand so that they can monetize who they are. And of course, there are those who are showing up because they want to be attractive to funders, investors, etc. So no matter what the reason is that you want to show up in the online space, having a game plan to be able to achieve that objective becomes very important. So let's talk about some of the things that this game plan should include. First and foremost, your game plan should include your audience, the people that are going to consume your content and that you are going to convert to your clients. The truth is that when businesses say to me, oh, Hetty, my customers, everybody in South Africa, then I know that their customers actually nobody in South Africa. It is important that you understand who is this person that is going to buy from me and that is going to spend their hard-earned money on my product, my service, my knowledge, my skill, my talent. Now, understanding this individual means that you want to draw up a customer avatar of what that individual looks like. Are they male? Are they female? Are they young? Are they old? Are they tall? Are they short? Are they in the urban area or rural area? What are their interests, likes, and dislikes? What do they do on holidays? What do they do on weekends? What television shows do they watch? Who are they following on social media? Do they like to go out to restaurants, or do they like to have a home cooked meal? What is their income level? Do they have kids? Are they single? Do they like to do different activities? Are they extroverted, introverted? You really need to understand and know your audience like the back of your hand. Because when you understand and know your audience, your digital strategy will now be centered around, how do I get in front of this ideal individual? If they're young, maybe they're on TikTok. Maybe if you're looking to attract a corporate clientele, they might then be on LinkedIn. Maybe your audience loves long form content. That means that they'll definitely enjoy your content on YouTube. So by understanding who your audience is, you are then able to tailor your digital strategy to be able to get in front of them. Understanding your audience will naturally allow you to then flow into your platform. Which platform are you going to use to build your business online? Is it going to be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn? Are you going to focus on Google, or perhaps even email newsletters? A lot of people have built amazing communities on their email list. Even WhatsApp. Yes, believe it or not, WhatsApp is a social media platform as well. Anything that brings us together in the online space, that is a form of media that encourages us to be social, is a social media platform. So understanding where your audience is becomes important. Now, Hetty, are you saying that if my customer is on TikTok, I don't need to have a Facebook page or an Instagram page? No, of course, that's not what I'm saying. By all means, open all of these different accounts, because you want to do so from a due diligence perspective. People should be able to find you on any platform. But understanding where your primary audience is allows you to be able to distinguish which one is your primary platform, which one is your secondary platform, and which one is your tertiary platform. Your primary platform is the platform you're going to focus on the most. You're going to post the most on. You're going to understand it. How does it work? How does the algorithm work? How do I get more people to see my content? How does the hashtagging work? How do I ensure that I get maximum visibility on this platform as possible? Because that is where my audience is. So once you've understood your audience, it naturally leads you to understanding the platform where you are going to find your audience. Now, please do not make the mistake of choosing the platform that you like and not the platform where your audience is. Of course, it's possible that you love Facebook because that's where your friends and family are, but actually your audience is on LinkedIn. That means you need to then be on LinkedIn from a business perspective. Of course, you can have your social life on Facebook if that's what you prefer for yourself. So always set up where your audience is. So once you've determined who your audience is and the platform that you're going to use, the next thing, yes, that's right, you guessed it, it's your content. You need to be able to speak to your audience, just like you and I are speaking right now. So creating content that resonates with your audience is critical and important. What do you want to tell your audience? What are their pain points? What are they struggling with? What knowledge and information do they want from you, so that you can be able to provide that content to them that is going to be of interest to them? That is why understanding your audience is so important. Sometimes I get people saying, Hetty, I'm posting all the time online. Every single day I'm posting. I'm not getting engagement. People are not interacting with me. And often at times when we do a diagnostics and we go deep and we look into it, what we end up discovering is, yes, you are doing all the right things, but because you have not understood your audience, your messaging is not resonating. Understanding your audience allows you to meet them at the point that they are, in a language that helps them to understand you and that helps them to relate to the content that you are putting out there. So, part of your digital strategy is having a content strategy that resonates. Now, don't get despondent. You might need to try different forms of content until you reach a sweet spot. Sometimes written content might not resonate with your audience, but they might like short reels. Or you might discover actually, when I create longer form videos where I get to talk to my audience and I really get to unpack the issues, they resonate better. So you are going to need to try different types and forms of content until you reach the sweet spot where you find that you and your audience are really vibing together well. So that is why a digital strategy is important, monetizers, because it's going to help you spread the wings of your business beyond where you may be located. You could be in Diepsloot, but you can develop an audience in Cape Town. You could be in Cape Town, but you can develop an audience in Limpopo and even beyond the walls of South Africa. That's the beautiful thing about the online space, is that there are no limitations and there are no restrictions. So no matter the stage of business you are at, whether you're just starting out or you've been in business for a while and you want to grow and expand your business, I highly recommend that you begin to look at having a digital strategy. You know, in the online game, this is really a marathon. It's not a short sprint. It is not about who reaches the finish line first, but it is about the integrity of the race. So give yourself space and time to draw out your plan, draw out your digital strategy, understand who you're talking to, understand the platform that is going to be best for your audience, the content structure that is going to be best. Then formulate your content plan so that you know what you are posting, when you are posting it, and the intention behind your posts. Don't forget to also include a call to action. What action do you want us to take from watching your content? Do you want us to call you? Do you want us to email you? Do you want us to WhatsApp you? Do you want us to comment down below? You need to tell us so that we can engage with you in the manner that you have guided us on. So, monetizers, my question for you today is very simple. Do you have a digital strategy? And if you do not have a digital strategy, what are you waiting for? Now is the time to really sit down, put pen to paper, apply your mind. And I found that once you've got a game plan in place, your own confidence increases as well, because you're not feeling your way in the dark. You're not trying to figure out what it is that you're doing. You appear a lot more confident because you have got a game plan. All right, let me know what has resonated with you the most in the comment section. And is there a topic that you would like to unpack in these one-on-one podcast conversations? Let me know, because we'll definitely make sure that we bring that forward to you. All right, as we begin to wrap up the end of this conversation, please do make sure that you're plugging into all of our social media platforms. It's at Monetize Your Business. And of course, it's in partnership with FNB. We've got physical workshops nationwide in South Africa. We have also got free online masterclasses that help us to unpack a little bit deeper, that allows you to ask questions in real time and really helps us to grow and scale our businesses. And of course, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That is going to ensure that you do not miss an episode. All right, so this is me signing out. I hope you've enjoyed the lessons from this book, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.